Hello, we are Team 9 and we are evaluating Port Moody Police Department or PMPD's Victim Services Unit website. Our client is Victim Services Unit or VSU, a section of the Port Moody Police Department which provides information, support, and referrals to those impacted by crime and/or trauma in the community. Today we are addressing issues with the PMPD VSU website, particularly the services and resources for victims web pages. When we communicated with the VSU coordinator prior to the study, she wanted to improve the web page's navigation experience to find resources or description and contact information to community agencies. So this is a research question. In what way does the PMPD VSU web pages lack capacity to provide community resources? And how might we address website navigation issues to improve usability, accessibility, and UI design features? So for our study, we selected 10 community members across Lower Mainland BC. 2 of the participants have association with the PMPD VSU. So overall, the participants represent the target situation where either the victim services related service providers or the community members seek appropriate resources for themselves or their friends and family. In this way, we ensured external validity. So here are 3 constructs of the study, which will anchor our measurement for the capacity to provide community resources as illustrated in the research question. Usability refers to efficiency or how fluid the interface leads the user to the next step, leading an easy experience of navigating the website. Accessibility refers to discoverability for the VSU website to be found externally on general web engine search or internally on PMPD website. And finally, UI design features refers to graphical user interfaces that make the website visually appealing.
In this study, we employed different research methods, both quantitative and qualitative. We first conducted a heuristic evaluation using Jacob Nielsen's 10 usability heuristics to identify and address interface issues, rating their severity on a scale of 0 to 4. We then collected consent forms and pre-study questionnaires to gather participant data about demographics and technical capacity. Using user case study, specifically direct observation with the Think Aloud method, we evaluated all 3 constructs by directly observing participants interacting with the interface to complete 5 representative tasks, while having them think aloud or verbalize their thoughts. Here are the 5 representative tasks. The first 2 tasks are focused on measuring accessibility, or how discoverable the web pages are from external or internal searches, and the last 3 tasks are catered to measuring usability and UI design features. For quantitative data, the participants also completed the SUS, specifically for the usability construct. Finally, semi-structured interviews were conducted to gain deeper insights into the participants' concerns and suggestions. Using a quantitative approach method was employed specifically for the usability construct, which is identified to be our primary concern. We measured the time it took for each participant to complete each task, and after the task was completed, we had participants rate their experience with the post-test SUS questionnaire. Qualitative-wise, we used affinity diagramming as a way to identify the consistent patterns and usability issues which emerge from the participants' findings.
And now I will discuss the patterns we have identified while synthesizing both qualitative and quantitative data. In terms of our first construct, usability, we found some roadblocks in fluid website navigation. Specifically, some external links offered by the resource drop-down menus were broken and led users to unresponsive pages. This correlates with our finding that it violates Nielsen's usability heuristic number 1, visibility of system status. In terms of our second construct, UI design features, the participants generally found the overload of text. So one of the participants pointed out that the font is too thin and condensed, while the others noted that they struggled to read it and distinguish between main headings and subheadings. This also violates Nielsen's usability heuristic number 8, aesthetic and minimalist design. In terms of our third construct, accessibility, we could observe that the participants preferred finding information on other websites rather than the VSU website. So, for example, one of our participants turned towards community vouch forums like Reddit to get their questions answered, as there tends to be an authentic sense of trust between users. If they're looking for resources within the Tri-Cities, most of them would search for what they were looking for and add Tri-Cities and Reddit at the end of their search to narrow it down. Based on our usability study, we recommend 3 key changes to the PMPD VSU services and resources for victims web pages. So first, redesign of the navigation sidebar to improve visual hierarchy and ease of navigation. Second, reorganize resources with icons and short descriptions for better clarity. And lastly, implement a new page layout to allow users to skim through information quickly. These changes will enhance the capacity to find resources in terms of our construct, usability, UI design features, and accessibility. And now we will talk about how these implications would look like in our mockups. So the current services page lacks visual hierarchy, specific resources, and there are some challenges in navigation as well as the unclear resource naming issue. Overall, the participants found it particularly difficult to discover certain resources during the usability tasks and reported issues related to website fluidity and navigation.
We recommend redesigning the services page navigation sidebar to improve visual hierarchy and efficiency. The current layout lacks differentiation between main pages and subpages. The updated design will use varied fonts and weights to distinguish sections like victim services from subpages like resources for victims, also creating more white space for the main content. Including actual VSU photos will enhance engagement, trustworthiness, and make the content more relatable for users. For the next slide, the page's text-heavy layout is overwhelming and lacks visual elements, making it monotonous and uninviting. The uniform text size and style fail to establish a clear visual hierarchy, making it hard for users to identify important information. The absence of images or icons further reduces visual interest, discouraging users from exploring the page. These issues hinder effective communication and audience engagement. To make the page more engaging, we redesigned the bullet points into a 2-column format with orange check marks, allowing users to quickly skim and identify key information. We also linked each situation like sexual assaults and domestic violence to relevant resources for each easier navigation. Additionally, we enhanced the services section by creating individual content boxes with icons for each service, helping users easily distinguish and access the information they need. This layout makes the page more user-friendly and visually appealing. The current services offered section is text-heavy and lacks visual differentiation, making it hard for users to quickly identify different service categories. The uniform styling and absence of icons or visual elements result in a monotonous and unengaging layout. This design makes navigation challenging as users cannot easily find specific information. We improved the services section by creating individual content boxes with relevant icons for each service, making it easier for users to navigate and find information. Additionally, to address navigation issues, we recommend adding a clear call to action on the services page to guide users more effectively to the resources page. The resources for victims page has several issues, primarily the ambiguity in resources naming like Success and BC Women's Hospital and Healthcare, which do not clearly indicate the type of support they offer. This forces users to click on each tab, creating confusion and inefficiency. Additionally, the page lacks a strong visual hierarchy and organization with no icons or short descriptions to clarify the resource's nature. This hampers the user experience, making it difficult to find relevant information quickly. The redesigned resources for victims page has a new layout where features a clear visual hierarchy with bold headings and distinct background colors for each category, making it easier for users to identify the type of support available. Relevant images and icons enhance visual cues, aiding in intuitive navigation. The resources are organized into individual content boxes with brief descriptions, contact information, and links, offering clarity and ease of access. The sidebar now includes a clearly marked FAQ section and navigation path, improving overall user experience. The addition of white space, a consistent color scheme, and a modern aesthetic create a professional and trustworthy appearance. These enhancements address previous issues of ambiguity and difficulty in navigation, resulting in a more engaging, informative, and user-friendly page. And that is it. Thank you.